Доброго.
Dear colleagues, good afternoon. We continue our working day in Ukraine Crisis Media Center. My name is Valentin Pugachev, and I'm the manager of Spokesperson of Peaceful Life Project. We will talk today about humanitarian project with participation of Ukraine's embassy to Bulgaria. Ukraine and Bulgaria are connected in cultural, political, religious life. Bulgaria is a country which has been always supporting the cause of Euro integration reforms in Ukraine, and along with the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Ministry of Social Policy of Ukraine, Ukrainian and Bulgarian NGOs and volunteer associations of volunteers. Ukraine's embassy to Bulgaria has been assisting with rehabilitation of IDPs, military men, and so on, other persons. We have several speakers today. I would like to introduce them. We have Mykola Baltazhy via Skype. He is the ambassador to Bulgaria, ambassador of Ukraine to Bulgaria. Here in our studio, we have Svitlana Bakhvalova and Narodnyi, and we have Oksana Havryliuk, Press Officer, Minister of Defense of Ukraine, Mr. Roman Dykhtyar. He is the head of Rehabilitation Department of Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. Good afternoon to everyone here in our center and in other locations. Please be brief and tell us about humanitarian projects being implemented in Bulgaria. How many children have been rehabilitated this year, last year? Thank you, Mr. Pugachev. I would like to express my gratitude for this invitation to tell about embassy contribution to the rehabilitation of military men and children. They are our priorities of embassy's activities. Talking about statistics, we in 2015-2016 provided rehabilitation services to 38 Ukrainian military men, so 18 in previous year and 20 this year. But at the end of the year, we expect to accept here to 10 persons more for rehabilitation. This is a very good project which is implemented by our embassy and two ministries of defense of the countries and councils in Burgas, Rusa and Plovdiv, the councils of Ukraine. We have very good feedback from our injured military men and Bulgarian and Ukrainian medical persons. As concerns children, for 3 years Bulgaria have rehabilitated nearly 400 children. This is statistical data which we have. There are children who enjoyed recreation with the assistance of our embassy. The first group was of 30 children. In 2014, there were children of the Heavenly Hundred who died at Maidan, and in joint collaboration with the Committee on IDPs of International Charity, Chernobyl, Children's Protection, Ministry of Social Policies of two countries, and mayor of Mr. Primorsk, Kiev, and Smolin, these three cities, and thanks to support of Association of Union of Bulgarian Ukrainians in Plovdiv, and we are very grateful that there is such a chance to help Ukraine to provide assistance to the persons injured in the ATO area. Without exaggeration, we are proud that we can provide such support, and we intend and are willing to continue the project next year. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. We have one more question. Which volunteering organizations work in Bulgaria, and whether you have close relations to them? Is this a question to me? Yes. I would like to say that we, as an embassy, of course, the embassy can't coordinate all assistance which is conducted here in Bulgaria to Ukraine, to Ukrainian military men, children, because there are many volunteers who do this independently, sincerely. We rely mostly on support of diaspora of Ukrainians, and we cooperate with them very good. One vivid example that our honorary consul in Ukraine in Plovdiv, he provided 100,000 jars of shampoo, which were transferred via channels of our diaspora. Many volunteers, organizations of volunteers are located in Burgas. I think that now we pass to our other speakers as concerns provision of medical services to Ukrainian military men. The embassy works with the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. We have here Ms. Oksana Havryliuk and Mr. Roman Dyktar from the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Please tell us details of the cooperations with the embassy of Ukraine to Bulgaria. I've cooperated with one project, and the Ministry of Defense 2 months ago established new office for rehabilitation of military men. The task is rehabilitation of ATO combatants. This is current task of this office. We try to create favorable conditions, favorable environment for cooperation with volunteers, organizations. As concerned the activity and cooperation with the countries and representatives of Bulgaria, we conduct relevant steps to send our injured military men for rehabilitation to these countries. This month, 28 military men are going for rehabilitation to Bulgaria. As concerns rehabilitation of children, we will talk to Svitlana Bakhvalova. Zarina Kuzmina joined us. She is the mother of 2 children who have been rehabilitated in Bulgaria. I'm very glad to see Liudmyla Moskalyova here, and I would like to say my cheers to Bulgaria. And this year, we took 160 children with their mothers to Bulgaria, thanks to our sponsor. These were three groups. We are very thankful to our sponsor who provided funds, and Narodnyi this is our NGO. It is trusted in on the part of sponsors. Sponsors believe us. They were children of deceased military men. We went to Bulgaria as if to like guests, but we felt like at home because the hosts were very hospitable, and all our desires and needs, they were satisfied. All those girls, Svitlana, Lyuda, Moskalyova, Mr. Ambassador, who was the ambassador in Ukraine, Vladimir Dimitrov, Bulgarian ambassador to Ukraine. He found that place in Svatay Vlas. The children had very good recreation time. Good afternoon. I am a mother of two children, and from the death of my husband, it was the first time when me and children, we had the opportunity to have rest, very good conditions, very good sea, very good buildings. We are very grateful to Balkanska Sich volunteers, the embassy, and the sponsor, to air transportation company. We are very thankful. We have emotions. We went for excursions to go sightseeing excursions to Sebr. I would like to thank Narodnyi organization. It was our first unique opportunity to have rest for me and my children together, and I'd like to add that the air carrier Rosa Retrieve, it is called Windrose. Windrose provided services free of charge. I know that Zaporizhzhia Sich organization actively supported you, the mothers of deceased military men. We have Miss Liudmyla Moskalyova by Skype.
Слово.
You are given the floor. So we have they have really good impressions. We cannot sponsor someone or provide financial help, but People's Front, they bring some goods for children, and Svitlana called and said, Luda, we have such a situation, we need to go there, we need to negotiate some issues, so we always try to help them to solve their daily problems, and also we are like a bridge between the embassy and those people who want to do something good. And we expect that this year people's movement together with the embassy, that they will be able to bring more children, maybe to provide some humanitarian help. I'm glad that these projects are here, and this is a great honor for us to participate in them. So, Liudmyla, it is so pleasant to understand that you understand us in such a great way. And please, final remarks. Of course, the Ministry of Defense and the state are grateful to those people who help us in rehabilitation of our soldiers. We want to I want to say that starting 2014, many people joined, 20 countries of the world helped us in the rehabilitation of our soldiers. The United States, Germany, Poland, Lithuania, Hungary, many countries joined to support us. And I would like to say that Bulgaria is among leaders, those who take active part in rehabilitation of our soldiers. That's why we are grateful to them, and this is public diplomacy, because in such a way we can treat our soldiers and to rehabilitate them through charitable organizations and sponsorship. And we have the possibility to show to the world what is really going on here in Ukraine. So maybe speakers have some remarks or final comments. If no, maybe there are questions from the audience. Sergei Malerchuk, Ukrainian Crisis Media Center, Mr. Ambassador, and all the guests of today's discussion. Thank you very much for the work you carried out concerning rehabilitation of soldiers and relaxation. And what is the next state you are going to bring our servicemen for rehabilitation or the members of their family? So we continue to work with the chair, and we have some negotiated issues, and next year we will provide rehabilitation for servicemen next year. And you know that he is a famous footballer, and he is the honorable consul of Ukraine, and 150 soldiers underwent rehabilitation there, and also children went there for recreational activities, and also IDPs. So we have positive results, and we are going to successfully continue this project. Thank you. Do you have other questions or comments? Please introduce yourself first. I am Davidova Lyubov. I'm a representative of Committee on IDPs. Good afternoon, Liudmyla. We were with children in August in Bulgaria. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to see you today. So children had great time at the seaside. The city was warm, and from the side of the embassy we had great cooperation, and we would like to thank you for this. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do you have other questions or comments I would like to add? Please, Oksana. I would like to add that a lot of people joined to help. Many initiatives cooperated, and state bodies also tried to help us. And for this, a special department was created at the Ministry of Defense that will deal with coordination of this work. And I hope that we will be able to work more efficiently in this area. Thank you very much. If there are no more questions or comments, so we will end our press briefing. We thank our colleagues here in studio and those who are via Skype. Until the next time at Ukraine Crisis Media Center, till the next time, goodbye.
Дякую дуже. Шановні колеги, наступне.
Dear colleagues, our next briefing in the framework of Spokesman of Peaceful Life project next week.